one thing which is good to add as well, that Virgin Atlantic flying club members, our frequent flyer program members, will also earn points on those flights on Indigo operated, which are on the Virgin Atlantic flight number. So that's a further incremental benefit for all of those of you and our customers who have flying club membership. So you will earn points on those flights that you fly on, also on Indigo on those specific flights.
How many Codeshare agreements currently Indigo has?
So this would be our 7th agreement. So we have announced 7 partnerships, Codeshare partnerships. We started with Turkish, followed by Qatar, and over the recent months we have announced Airlines, American Airlines, Qantas, and now Virgin Atlantic.
And how many more are expected?
But this is the entire purpose for going down Codeshare partnerships for us is twofold. One, we want to enable traffic flows into our domestic network. We want to provide a seamless journey from multiple spaces into our, the depth that we have in domestic. And secondly, of course, as we start progressively expanding internationally, such relationships allow us to expand our virtual network beyond where we fly to. So depending on how our own network evolves, we will be speaking to thematically to partners, different geographies. So we hope to keep a cadence going on adding relationships because we think that it's an important pillar to growth in the future.
So this one understand post-pandemic. Do we see Codeshare agreements being more prominent in terms of travel?
I don't think that this is I think using Codeshare relationships and partnerships like this to sort of symbiotically expand a network offering to our customers has been an established practice around the globe for many years. I don't think post-pandemic it would change before or after pandemic, but clearly the need to travel is back. That's very clear, and therefore the need to provide these pathways for customers is very important.
Okay, so 2 questions. Of the 7 partnerships that you talked about, have all of them been activated?
Yes, right? Yeah, so all the partnerships are active.
And the Virgin Atlantic one, will it be activated at a later date or it activates from today itself?
So it goes on sale this week.
This week?
Yeah, and the first flight, the coded flight, will operate on 27th of September.
27th of September?
Yeah.
One question is that I just want to know that seeking the expansion in the aviation sector, are you looking for some fleet expansion or getting some new class in your sitting arrangement in your the existing fleet? And lastly, the government is trying to develop international hub over here, maybe in some phase manner. So, seeking that in mind, would you develop your fleet accordingly, some plan in this direction?
So I'd like to concentrate this session on this Codeshare relationship, so I'll answer you very briefly. We are a single cabin airline. We already have a fleet pipeline that is, as we stand today, a little more than 550 airplanes. So in terms of fleet, we already have a pipeline in place. In terms of multiple cabins, we continue to evaluate different solutions, but as of now, we're committed to the direction that has made us so successful over the last 16 years. And as far as development of a hub is concerned, I think that is synonymous with any major international expansion. It is the best way to aggregate passengers, whether it is connecting to your own services or connecting to partner services. So yes, we are looking at and are in discussion with the government about how we can facilitate the growth of hubs in India.
So my first question is that Virgin Atlantic, it has entered into a codeshare agreement with Indigo. How it's going to benefit the flyers? What the entire agreement says about?
The exciting opportunity is now to offer 16 more destinations in India in addition to our own Mumbai and Delhi services. Virgin Atlantic flies 3 times a day to India, and offering these 16 destinations throughout the 4 corners of India is a huge opportunity for us, and we're excited to offer those options for our customers.
Okay. When this code share agreement will take off, when this will be bring in effect?
So the first flight will be on 27th of September, and it goes on sale this week.
Okay. In addition to this, would like to understand the load factor, the Virgin Atlantic, the currently load factor, and how promising you see the entire aviation market.
Yes, we have now been rebuilding our Indian network, now flying 3 times a day. So our load factors this summer has been around 85 to 90%. So we are pretty full. So we of course see future growth opportunities, and again, having this expanded network gives further growth opportunities, and hopefully we can add more frequencies ourselves.
My last question would be that post-COVID, the sector is quite reviving. What is your analysis that what is going to be the growth momentum, and especially seeking the fuel prices, which are quite high, which are quite challenging in the Indian aviation, how this is going to, contribute in?
I think all of us will, of course, now focus on 2023. We see some risks, of course, due to high inflation and higher energy prices, so there might be impacts on demand. So we are always evaluating various scenarios, but we are confident that the growth will continue.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. So my first question would be that Indigo has entered into codeshare agreement with Virgin Atlantic. When will this kick off, and how it's going to benefit the Indian flyers?
This agreement with Virgin Atlantic will kick off anytime this week,
Okay.
and it is up for sale starting the 27th of September 2022. In terms of benefits, the true reason or the modus operandi behind having a code share is to give the passengers a seamless journey experience. Let us take an example of a passenger traveling from, say, San Francisco going to Amritsar. So this passenger would today need to struggle between different airlines. But with a code share such as this one, he would travel from, say, San Francisco to London Heathrow on Virgin Atlantic. One check-in, one itinerary, one ticket. That same ticket would entitle him to travel further from London Heathrow to, say, Bombay or Delhi, again on Virgin Atlantic. From Bombay or Delhi, he would take a flight to Amritsar on Indigo. So the idea is to give the passenger so much choice wherever Indigo probably doesn't fly today, and gives him a seamless journey, seamless experience, one single check-in and baggage received directly at the destination. A true benefit also is that both the airlines respect each other's baggage rules. So you don't need to really worry about anything else. So the core, the main aim behind this is customer satisfaction.
Okay. Post-COVID, we have seen that Indigo has gone quite aggressive when it comes to the, getting more code partners. So far, we have got 7 partners. Are you looking for some new? Are the talks on?
I think it's a coincidence that some of these partnerships are being announced now. It's nothing to do with pandemic. This is in the journey of an airline, an obvious elementary thing to try and enhance one's network via code shares. And keeping the passenger in mind, go on offering more and better services.
Okay. My last question would be that Indigo has been a preferred partner for almost major of the foreign airlines. What factors does contribute in this direction?
Well, our 3 elementary principles. Indigo continues to offer affordable fares and best-in-class services, all at an absolute punctual and on-time performance.
Thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
So my first question would be that after this code share agreement with with Virgin Atlantic, what all destinations are going to be covered from the Indian flyers' perspective? How it's going to be much more easier for them?
Well, so Virgin Atlantic, as you heard, has 3 flights a day to India, 2 to Delhi and 1 to Mumbai. And the intent is for their customers to be able to arrive in India and connect to 16 destinations in domestic India. The structure of the code share is such that there is a seamless process where the passenger and his bags get checked in all the way through till the end to their final destination. So to all of these 16 markets, we will be facilitating seamless traffic flow with Virgin, as we do with all our other partners. And this will of course hold for passengers outbound from India as well.
Okay. Currently, with how many foreign airlines you have your codeshare agreement, and looking forward, are you in talks with some more airlines to expand your reach?
We have today's announcement is our 7th codeshare relationship. So we have established partnerships with 7 airlines. And to answer your second question, yes, I mean we are very keen to continue to expand our partnership portfolio.
Okay.
We think that there is mutual benefit in many cases with airlines from different parts of the world. That there is, common pathways that we can create by connecting two networks, and we will of course announce each relationship as it is finalized. But in broadly, we want to keep expanding our portfolio.
Okay. Indigo has a strong dominance when it comes to domestic network with about than 55%. But still, in terms of fleet, how you want to expand yourself? What's there in your pipeline? Some change in configuration that we can expect from Indigo? Some new addition of like premium class, and any sort of class that you want to add in. And lastly, we would also understand that India is trying to develop itself as an international hub, and how Indigo would like to contribute or play a key role in this direction.
Okay, so in terms of fleet, we already have a fleet pipeline that is approximately more than 500 airplanes. So we believe that we are in a good position to continue to enable growth in this industry, both domestic and international. We see a lot of opportunity, whether it comes to new airports that are opening in India, whether there is growth on existing city pairs, connecting new city pairs that are already in our network, and of course continuing to expand internationally. So from a fleet perspective, we think that we have a pipeline in place that will enable all of this. As far as configuration is concerned, these are things that we continue to evaluate on a regular basis.
Okay.
It's part of what we do. But right now we are a single cabin airline, and we have been fairly successful in that business model. The basic DNA of clean, efficient, on-time, affordable service is what we want to build this airline on.
Okay, your analysis, because the government has lifted the airfare cap, how it's going to be beneficial for the airlines or even for the flyers. Your analysis in the same.
Well, I would say the outcome it's just happened, so it remains to be seen which direction it takes it. But broadly speaking, we've always believed that once we are out of this anomalous period that we were in, which was the pandemic, that all supporting interim measures that were taken also would over a period of time go away, and this fare cap was effectively a support measure for the industry and for consumers, so that it didn't become too expensive or too cheap to travel. Now that we are back to pre-pandemic levels, we are back to normal scale. It's the step in the right direction to take away all these interim supports and let the market find its own equilibrium.
But the flyers numbers are not the same. The pre-COVID level average domestic flying was somewhere around 4 lakh, but still it is revolving around 3 lakh, 3,20,000. If going very good, then someday it could be 3,40,000. So I'm just trying to understand that if seeking the upcoming season, the next quarter, what could be your analysis? What could be the factors that will ride in this growth? Because you look so promising in this direction, sir.
So we think that yes, I mean, of course, from pure numbers there is still some recovery, but I think in terms of largely the way that demand dynamics are functioning, it is back to normal.
Okay.
As Indigo, we are flying higher than our pre-COVID levels, and we are seeing demand, come back to normal in the way that it behaves in terms of seasonality, in terms of different segments of the market traveling. All of these things are now behaving very similar to normalcy, and therefore removing all these these barriers that were placed to support the industry over the last 2 years is the right step to take. With the festival season coming, we are quite confident that all these pre-COVID numbers will also get beaten pretty soon. Yeah, we are quite bullish in this market. Yeah.
Thanks a lot for talking to us. With camera person Manoj, this is Amir Dixit for IT Now.